Hey guys, welcome back to the Shaki Unfiltered podcast. I hope you are doing great. I hope you are having a lovely, lovely day. So, anyway, just like in my first episode, I promised you guys that some of the days I'm going to be having people that are going to be joining me on different opinions and different perspectives of life. And today we have somebody special that has come to join me for today's episode. She's going to be introducing herself in a few. But before she does that, do not forget to hit the notification bell. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. So, hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm so happy to be here and I'm so happy to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be here and I hope you guys are following Shaki's podcast. I hope you follow to know more things about different things in life and all that. And I'm Martha. So like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Yes. So today we're going to speak about something that is specific. One thing that is common knowledge right now is that dating in general is becoming a problem. So that's why most people are running to the online platforms. They're running into dating apps to try and find themselves love. So us being pioneers of the dating apps, we decided that our second episode is going to be about online dating and dating apps. I myself, I already told you my story. I found my husband on a dating app, and Martha here also happens to be somebody that has, I think, used dating apps before.
Yeah, I've used it.
Yes, she's used dating apps before, so she knows a thing or two about that. So we're going to get right into the video. So Martha, when you hear online dating, what comes into your mind?
When I hear online dating, I kind of have like mixed feelings because you know online and dating they've been like things that are combined together, but in the past it was two different things, you know. But so right now I have mixed feelings about it. It's like opportunistic. It's an opportunity to meet different people. It's like a good way to access different people.
To socialize,
Yeah, to
but
socialize.
virtually.
But it's also like, you don't know. Online dating is just like any other thing online. You
Yeah.
can't know what's going to happen. You
It's
can't
more like a
know,
gamble.
Yeah. You can't know the people you're meeting and all that. So
Yes.
it brings me kind of a mixed feeling. You can't be sure of it.
Yeah. Have you ever used like dating apps personally, and what is your opinion when it comes to using them and the people that you meet online?
I've used dating apps, like a lot of them, but it just has different vibes according to how you're using that apps and what you really want. You meet like different people on dating apps, but you can't be sure because you don't know who you're meeting.
Exactly.
And whatever people put online or on dating apps, you're not sure whether it's like the right thing,
People can be deceitful,
Yeah. So someone can put something different and that's not who they are, So like it's it's just mixed vibes, you know.
So would you advise somebody to go on a dating app to specifically look for love?
Oh yeah, I would. I think if you know what you want on dating apps, you will not have a lot of time to waste with different people.
So what is that thing that you would say that if you're going on a dating app, this is what you should follow in order for you to find love, in order for you to find friendship? Like these are some of the maybe the things that you need to do in on the dating apps for you to be successful on your search for love. Because I understand there's lots of people that come out and be like, I've been on dating apps for way too long and it's been so difficult for me to find somebody. So what do you think they should do to be in position to find a relationship online?
First of all, like to be on a dating app, you should know what you really want. If you don't know what you want, it's going to be very hard for you to find anything on a dating app. Because if you don't know what you want, you're going to just be jumping on a moving train.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you know what you want, state what you want, stick to what you want. You'll know who you talk to, who you're not going to talk to. Yeah.
So you in other sense you should be picky.
Yeah, you should
and
be picky.
Principled, I think.
Yeah,
like
you shouldn't be welcoming everyone. You should know what you want, state it. So that anyone who comes to bring a conversation to you, they know it is stated. It is like stated. Though sometimes, of course, people are going to come and they wouldn't even read the profile. They don't care. But if you know what you want, you will not waste your time with anyone.
Exactly. So people better do exactly that, because Martha here is an expert. Martha here is an expert. She knows what she's speaking about. So another thing that has been a problem on dating apps, that I hear most people talk about, or that I've faced myself, is the scammers. Like you find so many people and they're trying to scam you. So how do you go about it, or how did you go about it personally, if you ever experienced that?
Personally, I really know a scammer when I see one. So I've never been scammed because I don't have room for that.
Yeah.
But if it goes back to what I've told you, you should know what you want.
Exactly.
You will not have room for nonsense. Simply when someone comes, the first words they say to you, they should determine what you really want to go with. You should know what you really want to go with. So I didn't really have room for scamming. So that's why I was not scammed. But I think if I had room and I didn't really care about anyone, I would have been scammed.
Okay. What would you consider to determine if somebody that you've met on a dating app is serious? Like for you to progress the conversation from the dating app to maybe other platforms, maybe WhatsApp. So what would you consider and think, okay, this person seems to be serious. Maybe I should take this conversation further.
So on dating apps, first of all, I read everyone's profile. You have to read someone's profile before you talk to them. Or if they send you a message, you first read their profile before you reply. Because some people on dating apps will state what they want in their profile. For example, if they don't want any African person, it will be in the profile. But so if you take your time to read the profile, you know what someone wants. So after like reading someone's profile, the first thing someone says to you will tell you who they are. You've not met someone and they are the first to write you and they are like, hey baby.
Exactly.
How is that person serious in any way?
I want to marry you.
I want to marry. They have not introduced themselves. They have not said anything about themselves, but they are already calling you baby. It does not make sense. So you should not fall for those
love bombers, because I love to call them love bombers. Actually,
a lot of people on dating apps are going to do that. So you should know how to filter.
So how long does it take you to transition from a dating app to, let's say, WhatsApp? Like how long must you talk to somebody for you to be in position to transition?
For me, it really depends on how we are talking. You know, the conversation. You know, you talk to someone, and some conversations are just really intentional. You know, sometimes you're not even the one they are looking for, but they are seriously looking. You know, maybe in the long run you just find out it is not going to work, but they will still look for another person and get them. So I think their conversations take part in that. You see how
it's flowing.
Sometimes some people really exchange numbers in the maybe like 2 to 3 days. And they have really good conversations. And some people exchange numbers like after a long time. It really depends on what kind of conversation.
Take me for example. I exchanged a number with my husband in 1 day. In 1 day. You can't believe it, can you?
I can.
Well, we did have a conversation. It was very, very, I don't know, it was flowing. We talked a lot, like almost the entire day we were talking from morning. Because I remember, like, I got to Boo. That's where I met him. I got to Boo and I was chatting and I found his profile and I messaged him. And the moment that he replied, like, we didn't stop texting until late in the night. And then when I was going to bed, he was like, can I have your WhatsApp so that we can maybe message after there? So I was like, okay, why not? I mean, we're having a good conversation. So I gave him my number after the very first day of talking. But I'm not saying obviously
because the conversations were good.
Exactly.
It depends on the kind of some people will have good conversation and then they tell you, I don't usually use the app so much. Can we like find another platform?
Yeah, and then you will also feel like, okay, maybe this person, I need to know this person a bit more.
Because really, things on a dating app are just
Limited, you know.
You
And sometimes you can't say it all because
Yeah.
maybe somebody has paid, or maybe they have limited payments period, whatever. Yeah. So in short, Martha is trying to say that the conversation, in case you're having a dry conversation, somebody's messaging, hi, hello, how are you? Good, okay. Like, that is where your entire conversation is rotating around. How is your day?
Yeah.
How is your day? I don't think that's the
It's
right
not-
time for
yeah,
you to
it's
transition.
not.
Because now there's a lot of people that will come and ask you that whenever I exchange numbers with people, we come online on WhatsApp, and
And
then they
there's
just ghost
no
me, like, what am I
communication,
doing
yeah.
wrong? So maybe that's it. Like, you didn't have a basis of a conversation from the
Yeah.
get go, and now it cannot flow. I mean, you cannot be
Yeah.
asking yourself, hi, hey, hey, hey.
You need to have like a conversation with that person before you go to maybe other communication apps. Because hi, hello, when will you stop to hi, hello, how is your day?
So, would you think it's right for ladies mostly, to shoot their shot?
Who says you can't shoot your shot?
There's some ladies that be like, "Oh, that's so embarrassing. I can
Oh,
never do that."
It's not embarrassing.
Mhm.
Because when I was on dating apps, I used to shoot my shot every chance I got.
And did you ever become successful?
Yeah. At some point I was.
At some point.
At some point I was, and at some point I wasn't, because
Mhm.
not everyone is going to like you on a dating app.
Exactly.
Maybe they like how you look, but they don't like what you want.
Yes, yeah.
What you want are two different things. So when you shoot your shot, who knows? Things can happen.
Exactly. I mean, I shot my shot, and we are
Yeah.
married. So shoot your shot, guys. The problem is most ladies will be like, "Oh my goodness, I can never." Now someone is on a dating app for so long, and they're always
And
just
they're
there
still waiting for
for
men
messages to shoot. You know, exactly. And I feel like whenever you wait for people to actually look for it, that's when you're welcoming different people in your life, like scammers, for example. Because those ones love to message everybody. They will have like one specific message, and they'll copy and paste. And now for you, be like, oh my goodness, you feel special. And I feel like you actually shooting your shot, you actually get to become decisive of
You
what
get
you
to
want, and have
determine what you want.
because
Yeah.
you're reading somebody's profile and seeing that this person is looking for a God fearing woman. And if you really are not God fearing, why are you messaging?
Yeah.
Like, why are you engaging?
Also, like people really don't know what they want, because people go on dating apps and message literally everyone, every profile they come across, everyone.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you doing? Because everyone can't have the same values you want, and things are just different. So, if you know what you want, you go through the profiles, read them, know when to shoot and when not to shoot.
So now let's talk about your personal experience on this dating app. What was it like?
I would say it was both good and bad, because I found a lot of people, good people. Some of them we didn't even date, we didn't do what, but they were nice to me. They had very good, meaningful, intentional conversation. It just happens that what you like is not what they like, but they were good people. And I also found a lot of scammers, but I really knew how to deal with that. A lot of scammers, a lot of unintentional people who are just there like to play,
Vibe.
for vibe,
Yeah.
people who are going to waste your time. So I wouldn't say it was all bad. I found a lot of people. Yeah.
So from the way you're saying it, I would assume that you're currently in a relationship.
Yeah, I'm currently in a relationship, which I didn't get on a dating app.
How come?
Yeah.
How come?
Because when I was on dating app, I was looking for a relationship, but I was also looking for a relationship outside the dating app. So I was trying both. One worked out and
And
one
the other
didn't.
failed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So also you should not put all your eggs in one basket. You should not like use only dating apps. Go out, meet people,
Interact, guys.
socialize with people. Maybe your husband is there.
Some
and
of us
not on a
expect
dating
our
app,
husbands just come knocking.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm so and so, and I'm going to be your husband. That's what some of us want.
Yeah, but also like dating apps really taught me a lot about myself that I didn't know. I discovered a lot about myself. I also discovered a lot about what I wanted.
Yeah.
Sometimes I thought I wanted this and it was just different.
Yeah.
So the experience I got from dating apps really helped me in real life.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I understand there's lots of red flags whenever it comes to dating apps or online dating in general, because nowadays actually finding love is not only limited to dating apps. You can find love on other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So what are those red flags that you look at and be like, this person or this relationship is not going to go anywhere?
The first red flags sometimes are just, I don't know how to say it, but they are just displayed in plain sight. You just choose not to see them. Because tell me why someone has written on their dating profile they are married, but they are looking for someone else.
And you straight away
And
entertain them.
And on your profile, you're not looking for anyone married.
Yeah.
So some red flags are just, that's why people have to always read the profile.
Yeah.
Some red flags are in the profile. So when you read the profile, there are a lot of red flags. Even like when you start talking to someone, when there is a red flag, you just feel it.
Their tone.
That tone does not need someone's voice to determine the tone. How someone writes to you, you read that with a tone. You know how they would have said it if they had a chance. So the tone was so different, and also how people, like, they're inconsistent.
Yeah.
They tell you today something else. For example, you've been talking for a week. What they told you on the first day is not what they are telling you after a few days.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for all of those red flags,
to keep on piling
to
up.
keep on piling.
And I think I would add on, these people that you're talking to very well and then they will disappear. There's something that you will talk to like today and then they will disappear, and after a few days they will come back like
and
nothing
after
happened.
They tell you, I lost my dad. I had one. They disappear. He like disappeared for 6 months. And when he came back, he wrote me like, oh, I lost my dad. It was so awful. I was going for therapy. I told him like, I understand and I'm so sorry for the loss of your dad. It's so terrifying, but what the hell?
Yeah, I moved past that. We moved on. Like, we knew
I can't
things.
be waiting for a talking stage of 6
6 months. Actually, what happened to me was this guy disappeared, and then later on he came to me and was telling me, oh, he's fighting for custody of his daughter. But mind you, when we were talking, he didn't tell me he had any kids. Then out of the blue, was like, I was fighting for custody. And then I asked him, how old is this daughter of yours? And the daughter was 1.5 years. And I was like, 1.5 years, and you're already looking for somebody. Like,
yeah.
Like, that means by the time we actually met, this baby was a few months old. And you're out there on the dating apps looking for someone. Like, seriously. But yeah, some people do not want to like acknowledge that when somebody is looking for someone, they'll just be like blinded by all of those red flags until it happens to them, and then they're like, oh my goodness.
Also, like, the other way to know red flags, even when they are not stated, people don't know the right questions to ask. They don't know, because if you ask a lot of right questions, you will know what is a red flag and what's not.
Exactly.
Someone is telling you they are divorced, they have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Ask, why is he
divorced? Exactly. Like, understand the circumstances of the divorce. Not just be blindsided. Like, you're getting yourself into the. If you want, maybe you want to continue a relationship with them, you should know exactly why.
And when they're explaining to you the reasons, everything they're saying is about their ex-wife. My ex-wife was this, she was this,
Actually, to them, they've never been
They have never
wrong.
been wrong.
They're always the victims,
Yeah.
and the ex-wife is the villain or the ex-husband. So
that should be a red flag.
yeah, and
you
even
know?
people that I think these people that will come and they will have nothing interesting to say about you apart from your body.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sexy. Oh, this
You
this
look
like they will
good.
have
Yes.
nothing to say about you apart from
And
that.
in a long time,
Mhm.
after telling you you're sexy for 2-3 days, what are they going to
Of
ask
course, they're going
for?
to ask you for you to show them their
Pictures.
bodies.
Yeah.
But even some of them won't even give you the courtesy to wait for a few days, few hours. Like, oh my goodness.
Baby, send me body.
Exactly. Like, and some of them will even pretend, and until you go to WhatsApp, and then they will begin calling you and having ridiculous demands. And guys, even I feel like it's also a red flag when somebody also lies about their years.
Yeah.
When on the dating app somebody's saying they're 30 something, and then when you come they're like 60, 50. I feel like that's a red flag to me personally. I mean, why would you lie? I mean, if somebody wants a
If
50
you
year
want-
old,
Yeah.
go for the 50-year-old. Why would you put me in the situation of thinking that, okay, you're 30, and then coming there, you're not 30 at all?
Also, if you want like a long-term thing, why would you lie about your age?
Yes.
After all, it's going to be long-term.
Exactly. So these are some of the things that we overlook and be like, do you think the standards nowadays are too high when it comes to dating, be it men and women? Do you think people are overhyping their standards?
Sometimes you overhype your standards, and the people you meet don't see those standards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we are just meeting the wrong people sometimes. You know your standards,
Yeah.
and the people you're meeting are not of your standards.
So in other words, like if you have standards, you definitely have to find people that are going to meet those standards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when you have your standards and you meet the wrong people, they will feel like you're not worth, the
Yeah.
standards.
Mm.
They will think you're overhyping the standards. So let everyone find someone who can
Meet within their means.
yeah.
Or you can meet in between. I don't believe in meeting in between. I feel like when you have standards, you don't have to compromise. You have to
Yeah.
go with exactly that. Let's say maybe you're the kind of person that, okay, I want to date a providing person. Then do not compromise and find somebody that's going to do
let me
50
first
50.
date this one as I look,
Yes, exactly. So if
you're lowering your
standards, just go within whatever you feel like that is what I want for myself.
Yeah.
Do you think people are genuine on these dating apps? Like people that are going on them, are they genuine enough, or are some of them pretending? What do you
Yes
think?
and no.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I was genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't waste time with people I knew I would never even consider.
Yeah.
But it's yes and no, because right now, even if you're genuine, we can't tell, because
What the
there are
other
a
person-
lot of people that have their own intentions.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just a trying thing. If you meet a genuine person, well,
That's
and
good. Yeah.
If you don't meet, you keep searching.
Yeah. And I think like sometimes when people that are genuine meet people that are not genuine about their intentions, they will like spoil the whole experience.
Yeah.
Because now somebody came on the dating app with genuine intentions of finding somebody and make grow a relationship, probably lead to marriage, and then they find like someone that is going to lie to them, and before you know, this person has also begun being a player, and and you cannot blame them.
They are being genuine and they are meeting people who are not genuine. So things just change, and
Yeah.
you find like the rate of people who are genuine on dating apps is like next to none.
Yeah. So do you think social media has changed dating?
Oh
in
yeah,
general? How so?
it has, because it has changed dating in a good and a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give you the good way first. It is a good way of accessing people,
Yeah.
because on social media you meet people you don't know you would have met in
Across,
real life.
actually, globally.
Across, yeah. You meet people from different cultures, different country, different behavior,
Mhm.
in a good way, It has a very, very, very good access. Sometimes you're not dealing with the real person,
Yeah.
because most times who they really are on social media is not who they really are. in real life. You're dealing with different personalities.
More like a ghost.
Yeah. So you don't really know what you're going for. It's just a thing about appearances, you know, how people appear on social media. So it's not about the real connection. It's about just appearances and what people see.
Yeah, and people have learned how to package themselves on social media. So you never know if you're talking to a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's lots of horror stories when it comes to online dating. So you better date carefully. As somebody that has used dating apps before, what are the top 5 dating apps that you'd recommend for somebody that is new to online dating?
I would recommend the dating apps I used. They were not too bad, and I really met some people there.
Yeah.
It's just didn't work out. So I used International Cupid. It's actually a site. It's not an app.
Yeah.
It was so good to me. I met a lot of people there. Though I met one scammer who wanted to scam me, but I was.
You were so sharp.
Yeah, I knew everything. So this scammer was a Nigerian who used a British accent, photos.
Yeah.
They have their own setup, websites that they use to portray as those white guys, and they will talk to you. You will think you're in a relationship with someone because you will do video calls.
Yeah.
You will do everything, but it's a Nigerian guy with an accent that is.
Ah, my dear.
So I also met a guy. I met a guy on OkCupid. It's also nice. I used it. I didn't get any issues with it, but I met a guy. It was all good. He even sent me money. But after like 6 months, he told me he was married. I'm very, very sorry. I can't leave my wife. And I told him, I'm not asking you to leave your wife, because what guarantee do I have you won't leave me?
As well. And I mean, like, why was he even on a dating app when he was married?
You know?
Like,
So
seriously.
I was like, I'm sorry, I won't leave my wife. I love my wife. That Michael guy, I will not forget.
So Michael on OkCupid, your days are numbered.
Then I also used Badu, where I met this guy. We talked. We met. Everything was good. We used to go for dinners, flowers. He used to buy me flowers.
Princess treatment.
But after a month or two, we realized
it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. So we went separate ways. I also tried Boo.
Yeah.
It's really nice if you concentrate. I didn't concentrate on it so much because I had a lot of apps and it was very hard for me to keep up, to show up on every app.
Yeah.
But it was nice because I didn't meet any scammer there. I also tried Bumble.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it, but I met a lot of unintentional people who want to ask for nudes.
Exactly.
People who are just hi, hello today and tomorrow and everything.
Not serious. For me, I was there, I think, for maybe a few hours, and they banned me on Bumble.
They banned
me, and I was like, what have I even done? I haven't even messaged anyone.
They don't need a reason to ban you.
Just like that, I was
because
like, nah.
I opened like 3 or 4 accounts on Bumble,
and
they
still
were
the same thing over and over.
Yeah. Also, Bumpy,
I've never tried that one.
I tried it. I didn't give it a lot of time, but I think when you give it time,
I think I've met somebody that says they met someone on Bumpy. Yeah. So I feel like you can try any app. You just have to be careful.
Also, there is this app called Waplog.
Oh, that's where I found my scammer.
Waplog. They are scammers. I tried it. I met a guy. He was a German guy. We met, I think, for like a month, and it was just
I tried Upload, and that's why I found somebody.
But it has a lot of scammers and
because
a
it's
lot
completely free.
A lot of people who do hookups and all that.
And I think, personally, I feel like you should always try and stay away from those apps that are completely free. no precautions are taken, and anybody can just use it. However, they're not looking for verification. Like,
I tried this, I think, Afro introduction.
Yeah, Afro introduction.
I also tried it. It was not bad.
For me, for my top 5, I think I would go with number 1, Boo, of course.
Yeah.
And then I would go with Afro introductions. Afro introductions was not so bad because I feel like I had so many accounts on Afro introductions. I feel like it was my go-to app every single time. Like, I'll just go to it. But I did meet some people there, even though still some scammers as well. But I've never been scammed anyway. Then I would also go for International Cupid, then Badoo, and how many others? 4? Then Interracial Cupid. All of them, I think they're from the same company. Afro introductions and all of those. So those
because
I feel like
they have like the same
setup. So they're so easy for me to use, and like I'll just navigate from one to the other, and it was just so easy. And as long as you're smart about it, trust me, you'll get what you want. Because I always hear people say, "Oh, it's not easy to find someone on the dating app."
It's not easy because they don't know what they want and they don't know how to use that.
Exactly. They just assume that by being there,
they just be swiping right and waiting for men to talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. But if you use the app the right way, trust me, you will find someone. Hey, I'm a living example.
Don't swipe right on anything, banange. Even something that you see wouldn't. The physical appearance is. Don't just swipe.
For me, I love to say this, that I feel like you should go with someone that you feel like you're going to be proud of. Like, you're not going to feel bad when people talk about
you're with
you
someone,
and when you're that person. Because let me take an example. Maybe someone meets me with my husband and they'll be like, "Oh, her husband is so this and this." Like, if I get angry, that means I just settled for him because I had no option. But I went for him because I wanted him and he looked good to me, and I'm like, why am I embarrassed? You get
you need to have options.
Exactly.
You need to know who you swipe right to and not. Some people, they don't even swipe left.
Exactly.
They just want to like swipe. And after swiping, they don't read, because some people are good looking, but they will state in their profile they don't date black people.
Exactly.
Why are you swiping right? He won't date you. Even if he does, they will not change their opinion about you.
And one thing for sure is you should always take this for serious whenever they say something from the get-go. There's something that you'll find and be like, "Oh, you will change him. There's nothing like you changing an adult. It's either that or nothing.
Because some people state in their profile they need traditional wives.
Exactly.
You don't want to be a traditional wife.
Why are you
You're not a traditional wife. Why are you going for someone who is looking for traditional something? People just don't know what they want.
Exactly, and how to utilize those apps. Anyway, so when it comes to online dating, like how long must it take for somebody to ask you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend? Like, how long? Because I understand most of us that have been using dating apps are maybe strictly long distance. So how long would you say that for this period of time somebody must have already told or like said their intentions clearly?
I think 2 months, 1 or 2 months is, because sometimes it happens even earlier.
Yeah.
But if someone asks you to be their girlfriend earlier, it depends on what your conversations have been like. Some people will be straightforward. I'm looking for this. I'm not here to waste time. And I see you're this and this and this. I see potential. I would like you to be my girlfriend. See how things go. Some people will be straightforward. Some people will take their time. But I think in a month, you've really observed,
gotten to know what you need to know.
You've gotten to know someone, about their life, whether they have kids or not, whether they are divorced or not. They are 50, 60, and they have never been married. Why? That is a chance for you to ask questions, to know what's really going on with someone. But I think in a month or 2, if someone asks you to be their girlfriend, it's not a long time. It makes sense. They have also done their homework.
So how about if it takes like a year or 2?
that's not really
Would
something I
you
would
wait?
do. No,
Would you talk online for a year or two?
I cannot, because if I wait for a year to be a girlfriend, how long am I gonna wait to be a wife?
Who knows? Maybe after that year, in a few months, we're going to be a fiance. Then a few months again, you're going
What
to be a
is he
wife.
finishing?
I don't know.
I wouldn't really talk to someone for a year without being a girlfriend. Even 5 months, I would never. Shaki. Osobola okuguma when someone asks you to be their girlfriend and you've been girlfriend and boyfriend for a year. It's understanding.
Yes, yeah.
People just take long. These days, people meet on dating app in a month, and in the second month they are married. Who are you marrying?
But seriously, like,
what's the
when
rush?
it comes to online dating, I don't think it should take somebody a year to make their intentions clear.
No.
If, like, you're wasting time because you don't know if you're ever going to see this person to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's taking someone a year or two for somebody to say, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend. Like,
Also, I think girls are just desperate. Because why would you wait for a year in a talking stage?
Exactly.
You're just keeping your hopes high. You see the red flags, but you're too desperate. You think if you leave him, no one else is going to choose you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think people are just desperate to keep up with all those behaviors.
So there is this thing where people say that when you're on dating apps, you should entertain more than one person. Do you think that's something that is practical? Or something that you would do, like when you're trying to find love online, like you need to talk to more than one person?
I would do that because I don't know everyone's intentions.
You must keep your options open.
Yeah, I keep my options open. If they're like, if I notice I'm talking to like 3 or 4 intentional people, their intentions are clear, you know, I wouldn't be 100%, but it's like 60 over 100, 70 over 100.
Yeah.
Whoever makes the move first
is the one that you're going to
is
go
the
with.
one that I'm going to give my attention. Because why are you waiting? You know?
Exactly.
So if you're talking to someone, are you sure they're not talking to anyone else? No.
So this is one thing I actually believe, that, you know, they're actually doing the same thing because they'll have like a favorite. They'll be like, okay, if this works out, then well and good. But if it doesn't, that's why someone will even disappear for some time, and then when it doesn't work out for the other person, they'll come back to you, the desperate one, and they'll be like, oh, so now they'll expect you to welcome them with open arms. They're like, oh, let's begin from where we ended.
Because they know you're desperate. And like, why would you talk to someone for a week and they tell you to delete the app, and you also delete the app? You're not sure whether they're going forward with you
or not.
You're not sure whether they're going to delete the app or not. You're not yet clear about yours or their intentions. You've not known each other. You don't know even anything about each other. And they're already telling you, oh, I want you to be my wife, delete the app. I would never delete that app.
Unless you're sure that this is it.
No one ever convinced me to delete an app. You do it
when you want.
Someone who wants you or who has liked you on a dating app, they will not force you to delete the app.
Exactly.
They'll be with you
until you make up your mind.
Until you make up your mind and you'll be like, maybe this is
the time for
this is the time. But you've met someone 1 day, 2 days, baby, delete the app.
And you're also rushing. This is when I was posting about online dating and stuff. People would message me and be like, so I was talking to this guy, and then you ask the person, how long have you been talking? 3 days, 2 days, like seriously, and you already considered the person your guy, like
in 3 days. They have already posted the relationship on internet, on social media, and they are already writing my husband.
Exactly. And actually, that's also another thing that I want to ask you. Do you think it's ideal for somebody to launch their relationship, let's say an online relationship? Like, when do you think it is ideal for you to launch your online relationship?
I don't think it's very wise to launch that thing
unless you've met
at least twice. Because someone meets you once
and they go back
and they don't think you're the person they would want to have, and they will never come back. What happens next?
Exactly. Actually, there's a story one time on my TikTok live where a lady was talking about how she met her man. He came and they got married on their first meeting, and when he went back, he changed completely. He was like, he wants a divorce, he didn't want this marriage and all of that. So yeah, I feel like sometimes maybe, okay, I'm not saying that all relationships that go very quickly will end up in some way, because there's no script when it comes to relationships. Every relationship has its own way. But when it comes to online relationships, sometimes you literally have to slow down a bit and like see that things go in a different,
You should also know what that man thinks about launching that relationship online. You just don't do your things.
Yeah.
You should get their own opinion.
Exactly. Some people have things that they're doing, maybe private work, maybe corporate work, and for you just out here.
And some people don't have reasons. They just
don't want to
be out there. Not because they're hiding something or what, they just don't like it.
Exactly.
So before you start posting or launching someone, you have to get their views. Maybe you will not bring it as a direct, we are having these conversations. The way you talk to someone in a long run, you know their views on different things. So before you start posting anyone, you should know how they feel about being public.
So when it comes to online dating, online relationships, what is that thing that you think can make or break an online relationship?
When there is no stability in the way you communicate to each other, you're not going to last. Because when you're not communicating well, you develop different things. Trust issues, dishonesty, So communication really matters. Communication is the key. Also, inconsistency. You say something else, something different all the time. It really breaks the relationship. There will be no trust. They will not consider you honest. And when that is not in a relationship, what else are you?
Nothing.
So you should be communicating really well. People are in a long distance relationship where they talk to their people after 3 days. And let me tell you, girls will not mind the disrespect. You talk to me after 2-3 days.
I mean, even though you're talking for 1 second, but you must call me
every day. It needs to be like every day,
because if this relationship is serious, you're not together. I need to know what's happening, how things are going,
how you feel. Maybe during the relationship your feelings change.
You need to communicate and tell me, I don't feel the same way now.
So even if someone does not tell you their feelings are changing, when you're communicating with someone every day, you notice when things change.
Exactly.
You always notice, but you choose not to. You just choose not to.
They're waiting for thunder.
They just want, I don't know what kind of red flags they want, but when you're communicating with someone who has been really, really interested in you, and the feelings change, the tone changes, the time changes, they no longer care whether they're going to call you or not.
Exactly.
Because they no longer feel like they should. Everything changes and you will notice. But if you really want something, if you know what you want, you will not wait. You will not wait for them to say it.
You have some self-respect. That's what I talk about. You need to have some self-respect, even though it is an online relationship. Because when you're the one who is always taking all the bullshit, trust me, you're going to become like a walking mat.
I always tell my friends, whether it's long distance or not, how you present yourself is how a man treats you.
Exactly.
Whether it's long distance or not, they treat you the way you want to be. They treat you the way they feel like you deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to be treated in a different way. but that's not how you portray. The way you portray you want to be treated is how they treat you. So you should present yourself in a way you want to be treated, because if they treat you differently, you will notice. You will notice.
Yeah. So when it comes to dating apps, online dating, do you think it's harder for men or women? What do you think is finding it more hard, in your opinion?
I think women, because most women are ready.
Yeah.
Most women are ready. They are really ready. And some of them are even desperate for love.
Yeah.
You know, most women are ready. So the highest percentage of women on dating app, they are ready to settle for someone. But the highest percentage of men,
they are looking
for fun, all that.
Yeah.
So I think it's easier for a man to find a woman even when the man is not intentional.
Yeah.
But it's very hard for a woman to find a man who is intentional.
Exactly. This is the final question. So what advice would you give somebody that is planning to go and find love online, or in general, finding love in general? What advice would you give them?
The advice I would give them is that they should really know what they want. Because I didn't know what I want. When I didn't know what I want, I really went for everyone.
Exactly.
I would compromise, you know.
You'd be like, okay, maybe
let me go with
better.
this one. Yeah, maybe he will be better. He will change.
He will change, yeah.
You know. But when I knew what I want, I know what I go for. You know.
Yeah.
Even when you come to me, I choose to say no because you're not really what I want. So when you know what I want, you will have options.
Yeah.
You will not be desperate.
Exactly.
Because
you even know how to filter.
Filter people.
No.
You know?
No.
You know, he has the same values, but he likes cultural. I'm not cultural. I'm not going to stress myself with that. So when you know what I want, it's really easier.
Yeah.
Also, you are not in a rush. Why are you rushing?
They want to go on the dating app and find love in 2 days.
In 2 days. People take long to find love. Some people have been there for 5 years and they have not yet met someone. Some have been there for 5 years and they have met someone after the 5 years.
And sometimes when you rush, you end up welcoming
everyone,
dangerous people in your life, you know. So you have to be slow with it and take time.
There is no rush. There is no way you are swiping right on everyone. No. You need to take your time to know people. You need to, after knowing what you want, you need to take your time to understand whoever comes to you. What do they want?
What are their intentions?
What are their intentions? Do they align with mine? If not, learn to say no. Do not say yes to everyone, because not everyone has good intentions for you, and not everyone is planning good things for you. Yeah. That's why some people have like tragedies on dating apps. A lot. Some people are abused physically, mentally, financially, emotionally. You know,
because most times when it comes to online dating, let's say here in Uganda, it's mostly we the African ladies looking for the white men. So you met this guy, he has taken you to his country and he's now abusing you there. You know nobody there, just because you ignored all of these red flags here. So now you cannot turn to anyone, you know nobody, because this person maybe has
have insurance.
Yes, exactly. He's abusing you financially, mentally, maybe even refusing you from making friends, moving anywhere. So because of some of the things that you ignored, someone told you, oh, I want my woman to be at home 24/7, and you feel like that's love.
You know, because there are some women who really want to be stay at home.
Yes, there are those that want to.
And then there are some who want to really work.
Yeah.
So someone has told you, you clearly stated you are a working person. Someone wants you to be home and take care of the house and kids. Why are you saying yes?
Exactly.
He will not change.
And when somebody even puts on this behavior of trying to control you and tell you from the
from the start. A controlling person will control you from the get-go.
Yes, you'll be thinking, oh, this is love. It's
not love.
Oh my goodness.
Also, you should learn how to read people from the way they talk, the way they behave,
and the way they treat you in public. For example, if something happens, how is this person reacting?
How does he react in public? How does he react in private?
Yes.
You should know how to read people. Maybe you've been talking online and they are all good, saying good things, and you've met. They will not say it to you, but use your eyes. The body language speaks.
Yeah.
When someone does not like you, they will not say it, but you will know. So you learn how to read behavior, and that will help you.
Okay, guys, I think we're not going to over prolong our episode because we don't want to bore you guys. So you've heard everything from Martha. If you have questions, maybe you can put them in the comment section, and appreciate Martha for being here. Because guys, seriously, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Martha, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate the words, the advice, and everything that you shared with us here today. So please say the last words to our audience.
First of all, thank you for hosting me. It has really been a good experience. I've never done it, and it's my first time, and I like it.
So you'll be coming back next time, right?
Yeah. You should really
bring you back on the show.
Yeah, I'll be here, and I think you should consider everything.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes maybe what we've said does not work for you, but what really does work for you.
Yeah.
You need to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, it's going to lead to different things.
Exactly.
You don't have to be in a rush to get married. Don't meet someone today and next month you're married. How are you going to know he's abusive?
The thing is, sample like want this whole, there's like in silent competition.
Yeah.
So they want to prove points to
also
people.
Why are you competing with anyone?
My dear, you won't understand. The world is a hot place.
Why are you competing? Someone has a car, their man bought for them a car.
You're also going to put your man on pressure.
You know your man's finances. Why are you asking for a car?
So anyway, I think the next topic that we're going to be talking about is, I think, competition. Silent competition. It comes to, ladies, specifically ladies that are dating interracial or intercultural. Well, I think we'll have to have a discussion on that one time.
So keep up with this podcast. We are going to be bringing a lot of things that you will like and that you will learn from.
Yeah.
Or if you want to know like anything or any other topic, you put it down in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. And you keep coming back because we are not stopping here. We are still developing, and this is going to be a to-go podcast.
Yes. Thank you so much once again. We love you all. Bye.